Welcome to Argue Bros, the podcast that gives you multiple perspectives on today's hottest topics. Hosted by NicoPengin, Fred in Progress, and Jess Freeman. If you're looking for some inspiration from and for normal people, or simply want to know the bros a little more, you better open up your mind to the fresh perspective that's coming your way right now.
And now, welcome to the next episode of Argue Bros. You know, your podcast that should be your favorite. You got your favorite co-host, NicoPengin, your other favorite co-host, Jess Freeman, and your other favorite co-host, Fred in Progress. Fred, what was that you were saying about a story you was talking about?
I just wanted to tell a nice little story about the social media and how you can die from it.
Oh, Lord.
More so, just like we were talking about earlier, how it was somebody did a prank and they killed the prankster because they thought they were scared for their life, and made me remember a story of how this YouTuber was pretending he was robbing people outside a store, wielding a giant steak knife, but a guy who actually carried a gun killed him during the prank, and he was actually by law acquitted of all charges. Because he really thought he was scared for his life.
Bro, and if he wanted to, he could have sued them and got money. PTSD.
Sued who? Man, that's a body. He's a body. Who is he suing? His family? The kid's family he killed?
The people behind it. It don't matter who.
The cameraman? He goes to the cameraman?
The YouTube channel.
Still alive, bro.
I want the camera, nigga. If you don't got shit, give me the camera, nigga. Yeah.
Oh my, give me the channel. That thing probably producing good amounts of monthly revenue.
Give me the foam on the microphone right now, bro. What are you doing? Run it up, bro. You broke your shit.
$400 microphone, wireless lavalier. Of course, that's gonna cost money.
If you killed the kid, how would you feel? How old
was the guy?
Like, how old was the kid?
Yeah, the victim.
Let me see. 20 years old.
First, I'm not shooting no kid, bro. Unless I see a visible weapon, I'm not shooting no kid.
And the person who killed the dude, he was 20 years old, not a kid. The person who killed him was 23 years old. And how would you feel if you How would you feel if you shot him and then found out later it was a prank? Would you be like, "Damn, man," would it haunt you for the rest of your life? You'd be like, "Shouldn't have pranked me."
No, I'll be like, "Damn, maybe I shouldn't take shit so seriously."
I promise you, the guy was like, he chose the wrong one today.
OD.
He got the wrong one.
He got the baby type crazy. He's like, I killed a guy in Walmart. I killed a guy outside Family Dollar.
Bro, like I say, if you pranking me with a butcher knife or whatever kind of fake weapon that look real, nigga, I'm blasting your ass too. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's. I mean, you gotta think about it.
But you got your friend's death on video, and you planned it. That's crazy. For the cameraman who was his friend, that's crazy.
Wait, what do you mean?
The cameraman was his friend. The cameraman was his friend, and he has his friend's death on the video.
Was that in America?
Yeah, it was in America. It was in Tennessee. Well,
yeah, the right to bear arms, right?
Yep, in the southern states, man. They carry them pistols, man.
So in the video, like, did they ever upload it to like YouTube, or like what they do with it?
You think YouTube would allow that to be uploaded, my guy?
No, but you know, sometimes at the
YouTube would not allow that to be uploaded. No.
Yes, I guess it would, bro.
So the footage is not available anywhere.
I mean, I wasn't able to find it. You can try to find it, sir, if that's what you like to watch.
Because the reason I'm saying is, how do they know it was a prank?
Because there was a surviving member. There was a surviving member.
No, think about it. In the back of my head, you only saying it's a prank to the people that you don't get caught with.
Because he has a YouTube channel with other pranks of similar.
Because what if he was actually aggravated and robbing people, and like every third one he was going to post, and then the other ones he wasn't going to post because he wasn't telling them that it was a prank. He was, hey, run up the money. And then if they were like, well, I don't got no money. It's just a prank. Go ahead. You can go through. You ain't even got money.
Yo, that is true. Who do? I mean,
you know, who knows? And then he tried the wrong one. And he's like, hey, you look like you got money, sir. Give me your money. And it's like, you better step away from me, sir, because
that's an awkward situation for either family, though. Like, do you hate the man who killed your son? Like, if you're the father, how would you feel about it?
Yes.
I don't know. Like if I don't have kids.
Even though, like, also you'll be the kind of nigga who in them stories be like, your son raped somebody and then he was killed by that hero.
No,
no, I gotta fight them. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. No, that's what you're saying. You're saying no matter what my son does, you're like that guy who gave his son a Lamborghini and then they killed somebody and then he paid off the witness and they got a year community.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't like LA or something. Yeah, recently just got off. His son killed somebody with driving a Lamborghini. Yeah,
that's besides the point.
Connected millionaire father,
and then he paid off the family.
Paid off somebody to get it.
No, he paid off like the news of the town so that it will be under the wraps and shit like that. It won't be too much on the news.
It came to light, but his son still got a very light.
They covered it up pretty fast and really good. I ain't gonna hide you.
Yeah, he's saying he more than money. He had connections. Whoever his dad was, I forgot this full story, but yeah, you can Google it. And it'll be like top easily found.
But no, in that situation with the guy that got killed, wielding the knife. If that was my son that got killed, of course, I'll be mad at the shooter. Like, why are you so uptight? You don't know what to pray, but at the same time, I'll be understanding. Like, motherfucker, this a whole person. Having their own world, and they see another person coming at them with a knife. Come on now.
And he was with a girl or somebody too. So I mean, he wasn't alone. He was a female.
You see, now he feels even more like he has to be protective. I would definitely understand, but of course I'll be mad. I just lost my son. I just spent so much time raising this child. You feel me? Like, of course I'm gonna be mad.
Yeah,
I mean, but think about it. If your son is doing some foolery like that, like
it don't matter, bro, because love will always do that, bro. What do you think about the people that are like real gangster people, like catching bodies, face tattoos, gangbang, and all this other crazy shit? Their mom don't like none of that shit, but it's like that's who the person is, so they still try to love them and accept them for who they are.
Yeah, kids really be scary, man.
If you raise a kid that's like out here like committing all these crimes and felonies and then goes to the wrong house or goes to the wrong person, you know what I'm saying? And then they tried the wrong one. You know what I'm saying? Like, could you really, like, I'm thinking like, could I really be mad? Like, man, I told that knucklehead, don't do that. Like those would be like what I could say. It wouldn't be so much like against the other guy. It would be more so much like, dang it, I should have taught myself
your own
better.
Type shit, but you'll be mad that the situation even happened in general.
That reminds me of another story of like, we got to raise our kids right, or at least have some eyes on it. Because that reminds me of the story of that father who got killed because his daughter, 15-year-old, sneaking a 19-year-old into his window, and this is the second time it happened. And then the 19-year-old killed the dad this time because the dad kept trying to fight him off, telling him to stop coming to see his 15-year-old daughter, and they moved houses and everything. And then this dude got a ladder, climbed to the second floor because the girl let him in. Like, dude, the entire family, they was like, she has 3 other siblings and the mom still lives. Ooh. I'm like, fam, two things. One, as the father, dead father, I'd be furious in death. And then second, I wonder how the mother and the siblings could relate to that child. Like, you caused our father's death. We're going to be with one income for the rest of our lives. Not to mention we lost our father.
This nigga is so bad talking about one income, not even talking about lost his dad.
No, but I'm talking about the lasting effects. Is like the money is gonna be way long lasting.
Like, think about it. If somebody was to lose to a sudden illness, now the whole family is gonna struggle because of that one decision, and that's gonna be on an emotional level.
That changes the entire trajectory.
Emotions
on a physical level. Yeah, on a physical level, to change.
What are they gonna eat tomorrow? Because if the mom never worked a day of her life because she was raising 3 kids. And now one of them knuckleheaded kids brought in the murderer of the father. Like, what? And then they're like, oh my goodness, that would be crazy to know, like, if she was still there, like visiting him in lockup and stuff like that.
If that was my big sister, little sister, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Imagine that?
I would disown her. I would treat her like anime characters. I would spit on her. I would violate. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I mean, at 15, you gotta know something, fam. You gotta know something.
You know that's the age where like
you know he dangerous. You know he dangerous. You having sex with him, you know he dangerous. Carry weapons.
If your daughter 15 and dick hungry, You just gotta kill yourself, bro. Sorry,
bro. I'm providing a roof for your house and everything, and you get me killed over some penis. Oh, with some penis. I'm providing your entire existence. I am covering your entire existence right now, and you gonna get me killed. Like what, bro?
Man.
How you come from my sack? The sack that going inside you kill me. Come on,
my god, bro.
You came from inside me. Now the nigga going inside you killing me. What the fuck? What type
does
of
this kind of make you scared to have a daughter though in the future?
No, I'm scared to have a daughter and a son because the son come kill me too, or he may fuck with the wrong person. They kill me because of my son. The same thing. It's children in general. You got to raise your children right, so don't come back at you.
100%.
Yo.
I'm just out tending to my garden playing poker with my friend. They do a drive by me like, yo, I don't even know I'm dead. Let's go.
Just like in Troy, like Helen of Troy, like the two guys fighting over one girl. That's two nations over one girl. Fast forward it to modern day, if your son gets involved with the wrong girl, you know what I'm saying? Now it's like a whole neighborhood fight. You supposed to
her family come and fight me too? Fam, like what?
Yeah, like, hey, we told that son to stay away from my daughter, man. It's like, yo, bro, come on. I told you stop doing this. It's like, Dad, I love her, man. It's like, yo, son, listen, we're going to move again. Because you can look, if I move again and this guy comes in the house with a gun because listen, I don't want to die for your mistakes. So I'm going to just put you outside. Just hang you up as a scarecrow.
That is crazy. I don't even know what do you even do in that situation? Like you literally move house. This man had to find a ladder and bring it from somewhere to get into your house. He's still up in there. Like, it's wild. That's wild.
I mean, that's such a tough situation to be in. It also kind of reminds me of like the situation that Kyrie Irving is in right now. Cause like this guy is literally just like on an island getting paid to do nothing. Or does he even get paid to do nothing? And now the mayor is like, hey, it's like the mayor is like, hey, hold on, wait a minute now. We paying this dude with our tax money and with the Brooklyn net money. Like, nah, we need to change some rules around here for this guy. We need to make some legislation or some policy. Like, I don't know what they're going to do, but they need this guy to be playing because he ain't no Ben Simmons.
Man, this nigga done reached Michael Jordan level.
You think so?
Level of what?
This nigga's getting laws changed in a city that he's not even from. He's only been there for a year.
What do you mean? He's not from New York?
Nigga's from New Jersey, bro. What you talking about?
No, that's the same thing.
I'll smack you in the face right now.
Bro, is there a team in New Jersey?
No, exactly why. There's some scrubs, you know what I mean? I love New Jersey though, shout out New Jersey, yay.
New Jersey had the Nets though. New Jersey Nets?
Had.
Yeah, so that's his team.
Oh my God.
Like, that's literally his
try
team.
To like discuss this or argue this with you just cause like the team name is Brooklyn Nets. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, they changed it from the New Jersey Nets.
New Jersey has no team.
And he grew up in West Orange, New Jersey. Thus, that's his team. That's why he has like that hometown feeling.
That's true, but not true. But the point is, nigga only been on this team 1 year, injured most of the year. They changing laws for the man. Kyrie the fucking GOAT, yo.
You think so?
He's literally the most impactful point guard with less time in the game played.
Like for the team?
For the game of basketball.
Wait. Didn't he play his first game and he dropped 50 the first game he played with the Brooklyn Nets?
That's what I'm saying, bro. He anytime he's injured for a long time. When he comes back, he goes off. Then he be having like mental breakdowns and shit. I don't know what he be going through, but
bro, after he went to the last one with LeBron, he been pretty much useless. What are you talking about? He went to the
come on. No.
Useless. He's been useless, bro. He's been useless. He put on some good flashy numbers every now and then, been injured and useless. He hasn't done much of anything. Talking about, don't accredit him. All he done is complain and talk about different certain public issues.
Man, in his time with the Brooklyn Nets, Kevin Durant, and there was a time that Kevin Durant and James Harden was injured. He was starting every game, playing every minute. There was a time that him and fucking KD came back healthy.
And what did that result in? What was the result? Did it result in anything of merit? No.
Nigga, the only nigga in the playoffs was playing with KD. Don't get stop.
No, it didn't result in any merit.
They didn't win a championship.
They didn't make it that far at all. Like, meh. Man, I need him to do something valuable before we get a law changed around him. Before I get a law built around him, you say he's MJ level and he's like the best point guard who plays the less minutes.
Is he not MJ level? When the fuck did you hear of a pro athlete have laws changed for him?
He just talks so much. One and two, because there's so much conflict between the nation. If he stands on one side firmly, everyone on that side will follow him. That's it. He's just standing on one side firmly, so everyone on that side will see him as an idol of representation and follow behind him. He's not Michael Jordan level. Michael Jordan level is niggas who are conflicting will all agree on one thing. Michael Jordan's the GOAT. That's something different. That's not Michael Jordan level. That's one side agreeing with him versus another side not.
He has Michael Jordan level fame, bro. Yes, he does.
Bro, you bugging. He was bugging.
Internationally?
You spin on Michael Jordan name.
No, not internationally. Bro, how the fuck do you get laws changed for you just so you get niggas to watch you play basketball in this city?
By complaining on a giant stage.
No.
If Michael Jordan complained, he wouldn't even have to get a law change. The NBA would change it for him. That's Michael Jordan. The NBA would literally change to wrap around Michael Jordan's whim. If he was on Michael Jordan level, they would change.
If you see the early 80s and then the early 90s, that's a big change that they made for Michael Jordan, bro.
That's what I'm saying. If Kyrie was on Michael Jordan level, they would make that change for him. He's not. If he was, he wouldn't have to worry about the laws.
Right, I didn't say for the game of basketball. I said he has the same fame. I didn't say he has the same level of game.
I'm not talking about game. I'm talking about respect in the NBA. Like if he had that same level of fame as Michael Jordan, because Michael Jordan, if Michael Jordan don't play, if Michael Jordan the tickets and the amount of money he engrosses based on just playing in certain cities and going to different stadiums and stuff. If Michael Jordan can't play because didn't want to take the vaccine, they would say you don't have to take the vaccine because do you know millions of dollars they would lose if he didn't play? He's not on Michael Jordan's fame level. If he was, they would matter.
The corona's not real. What are you saying?
bro, just imagine HIV. He doesn't have HIV. He can play just as much as what. Like we ain't getting a millionaire gone. What you talking about?
That's crazy, bro. Because they went from if he doesn't play, he's gonna have to leave the league to.
How do you like it so far? Don't forget to reach out via social media and suggest the next hot topics to argue about.
Oh shit, they getting laws changed
because they were going to mandate. Yeah, they were going to mandate the COVID vaccine, but now it's just per the state.
Yep.
But now New York City is a New York City mayor that's doing it, or like the governor that's trying
New
to
York City, bro. Nah, the new mayor, I think it is, or some shit like that. Yeah, January 1st. It's gonna be effective January 1st.
So what does that mean for the ball community? Like. Because I thought, like, okay. So for me, from New York,
nothing.
Explain this to me. Being from New York, that mayor, he controls Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem, and all of the boroughs, or does he only control one of those? Like, what is that mayor's jurisdiction? Because aren't like Brooklyn and Queens their own individual cities,
boroughs? Honestly,
but that because they're large. The same way Manhattan, like, aren't they large enough to be their own freaking cities? Thus needing their own mayors, or one mayor controls all of that?
Honestly, I don't even know the answer to that shit.
Because it's like, if he's going to come out with
question, I would love to know that.
Because if he's going to come out with that policy that's going to allow Kyrie to, it might be something like, if you're a professional entertainer, you don't have to take the vaccine. It might be something like that, just because he wants to keep, the interest there.
Who said this? Is this like a news article or something that said he's going to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has the jurisdiction over all 5 boroughs. He has all 5 of the jewels in his fist and can snap his fingers and change the boroughs.
Ooh. So then if he gets his council or whatever to like enact some sort of a policy that would allow people, they might put like some legal jargon like persons of interest that do not want to take the vaccine can, don't have to, or if you have a net worth of over $30 million and you don't want to take the vaccine, or if your contract is obligating you to take the vaccine, you don't have to if you're from New York. It might be some legal jargon like that. And hey, New York City, if you guys heard this and you took an idea, hit me up. I can help you with the legal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a legal advisor, but I could help. You know what I'm saying? Give me
it's a good time to work for the state as well, because they're gonna have a lot of job openings. Because right now they got like 9,000 some people who are unvaccinated for the city for New York. that are on unpaid leave because they're not getting vaccinated. So they put them on unpaid leave. They were marching a few days ago. And so they're just not getting paid. 9,000 people working for the federal because the federal mandated. People.
Man, send me home. I would work from home, nigga.
No, they can't work at all. Like they're not going to pay them unless they get vaccinated. And so I'm like, they might have a lot of federal openings, but like 9,000 of them to get fired.
And that's gonna suck for them because you gotta essentially bend to the whim of the current. And speaking of current,
I mean, you accept that when you did the job, when you work for the country.
Yeah, you
work federally and not follow the rules. Just like in the military, you have your opinion.
Hey, but you know what's not an obligation? Rappers having to, swallow their pill and having to take pictures with a community that they don't endorse. You know what I'm saying? And in the latest community, Boozy was like, chill, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't about that life.
Why are people going so hard against Boozy just because he don't want none of that gay shit?
Boozy is the normal everyday man for the hood.
And when I say gay shit, I don't say it in a bad derogatory term.
That's why the hood is definitely a lot of people support him because he's saying what a lot of people aren't willing to say.
Yeah, just like Kevin Samuels, he's saying what other people can't say, professionally speaking.
There's a large enough majority who agree with him that he's going to keep saying it. And other people just don't want to admit that there's a lot of people agree with what he's saying.
And he knows
because he's wild. When you wild and don't say what he's saying, he just be like,
isn't he from Louisiana?
Yep.
Yeah, of course he wild. He from the Bayou. Mm-hmm. He about that life.
That boy calling everybody gay. Say, keep that gay shit away from me. He is wild. He is wild.
I ain't gonna lie to you though. This new generation has a lot of gay shit though.
Bro, don't even, bro. I'm telling you, give up one more generation.
Hey, we support that shit.
No, you don't.
Right? I don't endorse it, enable it, but we support that shit for real.
Yeah,
we love black power, and gay power.
Bro, it's not like you're reading a script. Where that? Where the gun?
He wrote it for our sponsors. He just got it ready. He's just tweaking a few things here and there. You know what I'm saying?
You got to add a little bit more warmth to it.
When the sponsors hit, they're going to be like, hey, we heard that episode though. What's the stance again? Because we got a couple commas on this contract right here. And we didn't like how you worded that. Could you redo it? Or was that a sarcastic script? Because
do you guys see that video with Ben Shapiro and he was on stage with that trans woman? And he was like, well, you are physically a male. And then the dude, the trans woman was like, call me a man one more time. We could go backstage and fight. Nigga was,
oh my God.
Ben Shapiro was like, and you proceed to call yourself a lady, yet you want to go ahead and...
Yeah, bro. He said that?
Yes, bro. Nigga said, and then the transvestite woman grabbed him by the leg like on some, come here, son. We're at church. Shut the fuck up, shit. And he said, do that one more time. You're leaving here with a stretcher. Nigga, Ben Shapiro, shut the fuck up. Yeah, Ben Shapiro, shut the fuck up because
that's a man.
That was kind of a beefy trans woman. I ain't gonna lie.
They usually be looking like that, bro. They be like, damn, man, you could at least try to look what you are, apparently in your mind.
If I was in that situation, I would got up and just smacked them like, what you want to do? Shake some. What you want to do?
No, but that's Ben Shapiro. He got to keep it professional. He like, I think in his line of business, if he was to retaliate, it's kind of like how if you have a day job, you're not allowed to do anything while you're on the clock because you're representing a business. So he can't really do anything because he's representing his brand, and his brand is to be, he's Jewish, right? Like a Jewish, very well spoken,
very funny as shit for that. That's what I could say.
I mean, he didn't do it for laughs. He did it for, like, this dude is dead serious most of the time. He's not like, he's like, yo, I believe this wholeheartedly. Like, if you've seen a lot of his videos, like, he'll say a lot of the craziest thing with a straight face. Like, no, I believe that wholeheartedly. And it's like, what? You really believe that? It's like, yes, 100%. And it's like, everybody's just like, giggling, like, oh my goodness, this dude is crazy. But he believes it so heartily, so strongly, he can't act out of character. Even though he might have been like, yo, let's go backstage and I'll show you what's up. In front of everybody, he has to be like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, sure. Or security. But, just like Kevin saying,
I think if you better in his face, you could have seen like the fear. Yeah, no,
like I said, he was looking at a grown man that could probably beat him up. He was thinking about it too, like, man. And it's like when I hear stuff about him like that, it always makes me think, like, did this guy ever get bullied, or like did everybody just like give him a free pass because he was so freaking smart? Like, cause there's no way like he's just talking like crazy like that to random people and just not being quiet whenever somebody's like, hey, listen, I'm bigger than you and I'll lady like beat you up.
Oh no, I'm not gonna be lady. You know what that? We're gonna turn into a man for a few minutes.
Bro, you know what that reminds me of?
When they start to swing and the men start coming out, bro. Yo, let that testosterone start roaring like an engine in a car. And be like, yo, switch gasoline.
Oh my god, yo, bro, I have to tell you guys a story, bro. I have to tell you guys a story that happened at work, bro.
What happened?
So, you know my job, I take calls and stuff like that. And I fix accounts, whatever. I look, somebody called me, right? It's obviously a woman. And when I'm looking at their account, right, it says, I'm not going to say their actual name, but let's say the account said John. And it's a obvious woman on the phone, bro. And I'm like, alrighty, thank you for calling, ma'am. Sir, and I literally got stuck like that. Like, I just laughed it off. Yeah, and that's how you proceed to
you act like it ain't your day, right?
yeah, bro. Yeah. All I heard was just her laughing OD. And then
you got a laugh? I'm glad you got a laugh. I did that one time. Not a laugh.
Bro, I thought I was gonna get a. Do you think I'm a sir? Say that shit one more time. I'm gonna go to your house, nigga.
No. I've had those kind of interactions, and they're like, I can't believe you messed up my name. I'm a lady. Don't you hear it? I'm like,
bro, yes. When you mess with a woman, fam.
I'm so sorry. I was looking at the name and it just completely made me think something completely different.
I heard the voice. The voice sounded manly. I was like, thank you, sir. And they're like, I'm a ma'am. Why do you think I'm a sir? That conversation went for 5 minutes.
So sorry. Yeah, bruh. I've had
apologizing. Like, how many times I got to apologize for thinking you're a man? Jesus Christ, bro.
Yeah, it's like, I'm so sorry. Like,
your voice is deep.
All those like, no, not even deep. It's like, it's those 35 cigarette packs a day that you smoking, ma'am. Like, I'm sorry that I heard this raspy individual and I automatically thought this gotta be a gentleman. Hello, sir. How can I help you today? And I was like, sir, I'm not a sir. Like, whoa, excuse me, trucker voice. Excuse me. Cigarettes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
What makes you think I'm a sir? Well, I can't really tell you because this is a recorded call and I will get in trouble, but I can't answer that one. But I can't tell either. So instead, I'll provide you with the courtesy. Sorry.
I could definitely really assist you. How can I help?
I tried to move the call on. They're like, nah, why did you think I'm a sir? I'm a ma'am. That's why I said one for 5 minutes before I can get to the rest of the call. I'm like, all right.
Man,
never again. Gets a sex. I waited. Never again.
Oh, no, yeah. Like, one of the things that I do like about Dave Chappelle's stand-up and stuff like that is he's very open and honest. Like how he initially started saying, like, the only reason he started being so anti-trans is because everybody kept dogging him for it. But it wasn't until he befriended one that he understood, like, there's a lot of terminology that he's using that's incorrect. Like, it's so funny. Like, the only way that you can actually learn that you're doing something wrong is if somebody tells you that. And unless somebody tells you, hey, I'm actually not a dude, I'm a female, it's like, whoa, I'm sorry for that. Because at the end of the day, think about it. If a female just keeps it in, and then at the end of the conversation, it says, you say like, well, have a nice, great day, sir, or whatever. And it's like, just as a FYI, I just want to let you know, I'm a female. So like this whole conversation of 15 minutes or so was with a girl. Click. And it's like, what?
Yo, no. No. Like, oh my God. Yo, that could have happened to me. You know that?
Be like, that was a surprise.
Nah, a gentleman called on the phone. Nigga sounded like a lady. I'm calling him ma'am and he's letting me, bro. Nigga, I put up his account. Shit said Robert something. I was like, sir.
Ooh, that's tough.
That's what Robert usually is.
That's a tough one to walk out of too. That's a tough conversation.
No, it's not, nigga. You just switch it, and if they like if they want to be, they want to confront you about it and stuff like that, you just, I thought I heard a different voice in the background.
Yo, you wildin', bro. Yeah, if you could do that and get away clean, oh my goodness. If you can say stuff like that.
Do it, nigga, I do it. What is wrong?
That was just my connection was bad.
Oh my lord.
That's a good one, bro.
That's a better one. What? Oh man. No, or you could also say, like, one of the things that I actually tried once was I misheard you. So like,
nigga, how can you mishear somebody's tone?
No. So for example, so like on the, not on the Robert one, but like they said a male's voice, a male's name that I thought like was a female, but it was like, you know, like there's ambiguous names, like there's Sydney could be a male or a female or whatever. And so they're like, yeah, they said one of those kind of names, and I didn't know, so I was like, do I pick like a gender, or like do I just assume based off of the name? And then when I picked man, they're like, excuse me, does that sound like a female name to you? Or like, does that sound like a male name to you? And immediately, like within half a second, I wanted to say, yeah. Like, whoa. Of course. Or like, this is one that could go for either, but you can't say that in a professional setting. You can't let your true thoughts out. You know, that's why everybody has like that professional voice. Like, if your homeboy is called at your job, you're going to hit him with that professional voice. You're not going to be hitting up your homeboys like, hey, what's up, dog? Dabbing them up, doing your little gang signs and stuff together. Yo, hold on, bro. I'm being video recorded. Or, yo, hold on. I'm being audio recorded. Don't be doing no little sue-woo. Like, whoa. Excuse me, sir. How can I help you at this legal establishment where we report to the authorities? Like,
you don't know somebody till you know them after work.
Yeah. You dry snitching on me. Hold on now, bro. It's like, man, you fake, bro. You fake. This gang life for real, man. 24/7, bro. So like, whoa, no. This the pay bill job. That the have fun job. Like, whoa, this is not the same thing, my guy. Please chill out, because you know there's people like that in your circle that always want to be, you know, acting a fool in public and stuff like that. But you can't be telling everybody what your day job is. Tell the wrong person what your day job is. They be trying to get your benefits and want to, hey, you gonna help me out with your job, you know, because you got that network. You know what I'm saying? I said, who said that? It's like, well, I was reading on networking that people provide a lot of assistance and stuff like that. So since I'm part of your network, you gonna give me that discount, right? Right? You gonna give me that discount? You gonna give me that benefit as friends? You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all never had those kind of interactions with people yet? But I don't
deal with people.
Now I get old people that they're like, I'll be like, is there anything else I could assist you with? They're like, not only if you could give me $1 million.
Yo, I had, oh my Lord. I burst out laughing. I was like, oh.
Yeah, and I'm just like, haha, what if I could?
Nah, in my head, I'd be like, if I had $1 million, what makes you think I could give you one?
In my fake life, I got home to a key at the end of every call. I do like, okay, have a good day, and I do a little. You do that? I do like,
nah, I do a little
breath. That's the end of every call. Just like it really solidifies the bye. Have a good day. And a little breath like that in the call.
Yeah, not only that, imagine if after every call they have to take a survey based off of the feedback or whatever off your performance or whatever. I'll be doing all of that, all those little those little cliffhangery kind of things, because I know for sure those kind of things are impactful, probably more so than you actually helping them or the greeting. Because the first 7 seconds are really important or whatever. But at the end, if there's a survey, you want to let them know, hey, I'm at peace with you.
I still haven't cared enough for the survey. If I wanted to, at the end, you should do stuff like you could probably say your name so they remember who you are and stuff. So much effort. For what? Cover review. Hey, I like staying on the radar. I don't want my job to know I'm good at my job.
Oh my Lord. Well, if we're good at this job, let us know. Leave us a comment, like, subscribe. Let us know that, you are entertained by our foolery. What were you saying, just Freeman?
No, I was just saying I got to try hard.
I mean, yeah, performance is key.
A few months until I could be lazy, though.
You know, that's the ideal. Like, you improve the efficiency so freaking well that it allows you, like, within, you know, what took you 2 hours now takes you 10 minutes. But it's all depending on, does your supervisor know that?
Yes, exactly. I want to get good at my job and then not letting anyone know I can do my job. So that way I can do my job and then do other things.
Nah, I want to get really good so that at a certain point I could just branch off and do my own thing or like independently. And they're going to be like, no, come on. I'll give you X for if you stay, or I'll give you Y if you stay. Come on, please. This and that.
I mean, you know, that would be crazy though. Like, because if you have your own thing going on, plus, you know, people actually start leaving likes, comments, and they subscribe to the Argue Bros podcast as they should. You know what I'm saying? Once all that starts generating, you actually have that opportunity and you can say, you know what? I like the opportunity of being a podcast co-host, or I like this business venture, or you know what? You know, this corporate America thing, it ain't too bad. You know what I'm saying? You know, this LinkedIn lifestyle where you can, you know, put in a LinkedIn profile, jazz it up a little bit, you know, and every so often get, you know, one of the nice corporate emails saying, hey, we're hiring and we're paying 3 times your starting rate, or we're paying 3 times your current rate with the same time frame. So in 40 hours, you can make the same or 3 times the amount you're making. It's like, oof. And they luring me away. It's like, what do I got to do? What do I got to give up? Like, what do they have for me that is going to make me say, ooh, is it worth the sacrifice? You know, am I not going to be allowed to be a little boozy? Is it going to be like how Lil Boozy was on the Mike Tyson podcast, where Mike Tyson was like, you better apologize.
I'm all for free speech, and so that's why I'm totally fine with whatever he says. The letters are trying to they claim the letters, and now they're trying to restrict all letters via free speech.
What kind of letters?
We're talking about the letter brigade. The letter brigade. They claim their letters that represent who they say they are, and now they're trying to restrict our letters being formed in the form of free speech.
You think free speech is ever going to be tackled in the future?
Free speech is slowly being chipped away at. Each different mindset, each rule that they're trying to make. That's why we have to defend free speech and the gun laws. Those are the 2 things that must be protected at all costs.
Because people abuse that power?
If there's no freedom of speech, it's easy to manipulate people and control everything. If there's no free speech. Just like Canada, just like, I think it was Canada who said they're going to start prosecuting people for bullying. Let me Google it. Make
online,
sure.
On social media?
Yeah, for bullying. 1 to 2 years possible for bullying on social media.
Yeah, I saw that. Like going to jail for like a year or 2?
Nah, we cannot have that kind of thing in America. That's deal with it. That's free speech. You cannot put me in jail for something I said on the internet.
But what if it's against the prime minister? Or what if you're making someone feel bad? Or what if you're attacking the lettered community? What if?
Deal with it.
And they're going do real jail time for just so you're telling me that instead of getting punched in the face, someone could go to jail just for like saying like a couple of words?
Man, in Massachusetts, if you say bitch, you'll get arrested.
What?
If you say bitch to a cop, you'll get arrested.
I mean, theoretically, possibly, like, the verbal assault.
Like legally?
No, the word bitch is a crime, bro. Like saying the word bitch is a crime.
Like, what legislation is that?
Yeah, I never heard that. That would be contested in court. What?
It was passed like 2 years ago. Swear to God.
Real? Because aren't cops supposed to be able to like take everything?
What cop? Nigga, what? When were cops supposed to take everything? Who the fuck? When? Where is this?
Yeah, that's in the police manual.
Ideally, they're supposed to, but when have they ever?
Because that's why, like, I've seen a lot of videos of people just like roasting police officers and stuff like that, and they can't do anything because those are just words, and that's freedom of speech.
Holy shit, that is so crazy, yo. Okay, listen to this, guys. This man just freed me on something. So Massachusetts, this is back in 2019. Massachusetts is taking the fight against nasty words to the next level with a new state bill that would ban the use of the word bitch in certain contexts. State Representative Daniel Hunt, the Democrat with Boston, has put forward H.3719 that would prohibit the use of the big bad B word, then deployed to cost, annoy, degrade, or demean another person. Anyone who did so would be considered a disorderly person under state law. Penalties could include fines up to $200 or 6 months in jail. Hunt's bill specifies that either the person called a bitch or a witness to the bitch calling could report the crime to the police. Yo, what the fuck, nigga? Yo, I can get arrested for calling you a bitch. Oh, that's crazy. That's funny.
You know,
we need a prank video in Boston. Yo, right in front of the police station. Just call somebody a bitch. Be like, yo, please, I've been assaulted.
Oh my lord!
Oh,
yo, chill out. The police are gonna whip out that gun and kill you. Be like, hey, he was a disorderly person under state law.
He ain't even lying. Fam. He ain't even lying.
But also, I think the funnier part is that
attack on free speech. It's attack on free speech. I'm on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Called reason.com.
All right, so whoever wrote that article, it's so funny. So normally when you put a curse word on an article, they usually put like the asterisk on there.
Yeah, no, he just typed in italicized.
one. Obviously, you guys can't see it. You know, when we get videos and stuff like that, we'll be able to show you guys. But for now, you just got to take our word for it. One, it is written thoroughly and out. Two, he's literally saying, if you use this word, you are considered a disorderly person. So wouldn't it technically mean that he's being a disorderly person because it is a written format of conversation?
No,
AKA
it has to be directed at a person. It has to be in public, sir. And it says that I read the description. The writer of the article thought ahead of you. That's why he deployed this sentence. He said, anyone who did so when deployed to accost, annoy, degrade, or demean another person. So he's using it to describe the situation, not attack a person.
But then you would have to define what is a person.
Right. I'm gonna stab you, and then when you bleed out, I know you're a person. And then when you're dead in the casket, like I know you're not a living person. Okay, that's we'll find out if you're a person.
Hey, wait, hold on. Now that you actually bring that up, yo, what is the real definition of a person, though? For real.
Real definition of a person?
I don't know.
Not me and you, because black people aren't even a person in the Constitution.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what was that?
We are 3/4 of a man.
Interesting.
Now you're getting into philosophy.
No, that's the deadass Constitution, though.
No, I'm saying what a person is, and yes, you are correct. Yes, back in the day, yes.
No, not back in the day. Today, nigga, today.
So, what is the definition of a person?
It's still up in there?
Yeah, they haven't changed that shit.
Oh, it's just a human being regarded as an individual. Even a Wikipedia definition is even more complicated, which is a person is a being that has certain capabilities or attributes such as reason, morality, consciousness. Capacities or attributes such as reason, morality, consciousness, or self-consciousness, and being a part of a culturally established form of social relations, such as kinship, ownership of property, or legal responsibility.
So a person has to be a conscious individual versus the dictionary is just a human being. So a person has to be alive, breathing, and conscious.
Are you about to try to work out how you can make other things persons that aren't actually humans?
Is that why children aren't considered
like adults?
Yeah, like children aren't considered capable, obviously they're kids. Exactly, until they have the consciousness awareness to be called an individual.
They don't have morality or reason. They don't know.
Exactly.
They're absent of said knowledge, literally. Like, and that brings me to another point. Like, now with COVID and stuff like that, a lot of parents are actually starting to care a lot about what is being taught in schools. And so, like, I was looking at the other day that a lot of parents are starting to go to a lot of like PTA meetings and stuff like that. And they're starting to say, these topics should not be taught in this school. Or like, why don't you guys talk about these topics? Because
please provide me with an example.
So it was recently in the news. Fred, can you pull up parents tell school what to teach?
That's very vague. There's a lot of them.
Parents tell school. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Are you talking about the critical race theory, or which part of that?
No, there's everything. Like there's things like if the COVID vaccine is good or bad for you, if you don't have it, you're a menace to society. The critical race, where white children are being taught that they're evil and stuff like that, and there's so many things.
Came home, told their mom, "Am I a bad person for being white?" And I'm like, "Damn, fam, your history is getting to you now, hey?"
Yeah, it's like, oh my goodness, the guilt.
Not the Native Americans don't have to do a little history anymore. Don't worry, y'all. History is a very powerful subject, but they've manipulated it. The white fragility could be broken down just through history alone.
The life of who?
Oh my God.
White fragility.
The life of who?
The white fragility. The fragileness of the white man.
Bro, there's a video that's
the white fragility. I'll read you the definition of that. White fragility.
Oh, that's a real thing?
Discomfort. Yes, it's a real thing. It's discomfort and defensiveness on the part of a white person when confronted by information about racial inequality and injustice. That's why history attacks the white fragility.
What? Hold up.
And that's why critical race theory attacks white fragility, because it points out the past of what actually happened.
Oh, and so they get defensive about it. Wow. So instead of like owning up to it, they're like, "Hey, that was only 400 years ago." Or that was my great grandfather.
No, or like the white people would be like, "You say it too. Why can't I say it?"
No, Lord.
Like, I have colored pictures of black people being abused and such. Like, bro, what you talking about? It's only like 40 years ago, 50 years ago, 60 years ago. Stuff was going down. Like, what you talking about? It ain't even been 100 years yet.
But they're always going to hit you. But that wasn't me, though. Why you got to attack me? Why you got to hate me?
I bet something I didn't do.
Like, why can't we all be in this together from today onwards? And let's make sure that they don't say that Christopher Columbus is evil. And let's make sure that they don't say that Lewis and Clark aren't evil. Lewis and Clark, they took a couple Indians and they discovered a lot of different places after the French purchase. You know what I'm saying? And in the history books, they willingly showed these two great American explorers, quote unquote, on the willingly. Sacagawea willingly show them type of thing. Like, it always makes me wonder, like, if history is always written by the winners and the winners are oppressive with white fragility and always trying to cover their tracks, like, how much is the truth and how much is the fabricated? Like, we can't tell them that we massacred her whole village and that she is the only survivor, and that if she doesn't help us, she will be just like them. So let's say that they did it together as a team. Teamwork makes the dream work, don't you think?
That's how Thanksgiving was, us like giving turkeys to Native Indians and celebrating a giant meal instead of what it really was.
It's like you got a whole ship of a whole bunch of starving people jumping out with a whole bunch of gunpowder. What you think they're gonna? Hey, you want to trade? You want to trade? Nah.
I don't believe you guys. I don't believe you guys. This is America. Columbus did discover things. Lewis and Clark, he was in love with the Indians, all right? They definitely discovered that as well.
I ain't going to the Midwest, I'll tell you that much.
He's like, what? It's like, wait, hold on. How about
one place me and my Tesla journey will skip over? I'm going to circle right around.
It's like, when you go and look at the history, it's like,
I got re-vitiligo. That's what I'll tell them.
Like you forget to admit the fact that a lot of these explorers had a lot of people doing the exploring for them that were in shackles and chains and stuff like that. Like, yeah, Christopher Columbus, quote unquote, discovered America, but his slaves helped him get to America. 1, probably fought for him. 2, he only went there to take the name and glory, just like a captain. Like, everybody does the hard work. He just comes in and takes all the glory. Like,
he had to pick the baddest bitch first.
And he was quote unquote married, I think, at the time. But when you're far away 5, 6, 7, 8 months, what is marriage to a heathen such as Columbus? But there's family of Columbus, so we're not trying to insult everybody. We're just trying to give you a different perspective.
Fuck them niggas. If you family of Columbus, fuck you.
Yeah, man. I think there's a lot of them.
A lot of them can.
Hey, but don't worry. Even if there's a lot of them. They probably don't even know that.
I wonder
Columbus is.
How would they even feel knowing that their family member did that? So many like what would you do? Like, what would you do if you discovered that you were a relative? Like, hey guys, I'm sorry. I'm gonna apologize by offing myself or
okay, that's too far gone, like bro. No. I'm saying like lineage wise, what they got to do with that? Everybody probably got some killer in there.
What do you mean, bro? What if you find out you're Hitler's fucking kid?
I mean, I guess I got to continue on what he started.
Lineage.
What if he was just a regular old kid that wanted to live a normal life?
Hey, well then I just found out my trajectory changed. I must rise to power.
You realize inside of only 3 soldiers of fucking from the Nazi army got trialed and prosecuted? Only 3. You realize 50 Nazi soldiers joined the United States government as scientists with new names?
Oh snap!
I mean, well, they needed information.
Half of these niggas' lineage is fucking shitty as hell. What do you mean? Like,
I mean, they're taking a page right out of the Conquering Nations book. When you conquer a nation, you take their brightest.
Yeah.
Like, hey, hold on. I see y'all created crack cocaine that you handing out to them soldiers real quick. Like how you get, 5 million soldiers to never sleep for 72 hours straight. What you giving them? Well, you see, we invented this little thing, you know what I'm saying?
Zombie like where somebody's zombie like where they can live forever without sleeping.
You see this cocaine, you see this poppy field, and then you add this methamphetamine here, and then you boil it here, and then you add a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and boom, not only did they become addicted to it, they don't go to sleep, they follow orders exactly to the T. They have been trained and programmed. We call it the super serum super soldier. Wow. What can we actually give that to normal people so that way we can destroy, the colored community? It's wow, we should have thought about that first before burning them Jews. We should have did that. But you know what?
Oh, this nigga out here walling with theories. Nigga out here walling with a theory. Okay.
Right. That's probably what, I ain't gonna say the president's name.
You out here walling.
I ain't gonna say the president's name, but they probably had that conversation because they definitely took the notes, like Justin was saying. They took them scientists, they took them notes, and they were like, I like these. I said, but we can't legally do this, so we're just gonna have you guys continue this experimentation, and anything happens, we're just gonna say y'all are ex-Nazi anyway.
Facts. You guys killed 600 million people. Okay, that's fine. But y'all went to North Pole. Wow, that's crazy. Can you do that for us? No. Yeah. You better. Because we know who you better.
Yeah, it's like we'll give you a salary of 40,000 American dollars, and you'll have the freedom to do anything you want within this United States of America while actively monitored. Or you can rot in prison and we'll extract that information from your brain. Up to you, my friend. Or should I say prisoner of war. And that's going to be my next book. No, I'm joking.
What Epstein did. Epstein was like, yo, I'll give you whatever you want if you come to my island. Use your research. I'll fund all your research. What do you want? Give me your research.
I think about it. He offering you money to do any kind of research.
No, we need justice for him.
What?
I mean, he got the justice he deserved, don't you?
Cause, bro, how the fuck you gonna leave this world so peacefully like that?
It's just 2 evil entities fighting each other, and neither one of them is good. So there's no justice that needs to be had. There's 2 groups fighting in the dark.
No, I want fucking justice, bro. I need to know who the fuck was on that list and who was fucking these.
Hey, Rafa, he gonna get justice when Justin show up dead hanging and be like, damn, you got justice. He found out and died just as quickly. You won't find out. You don't get justice, nigga. You don't get justice. You poke your nose and find out where justice lies, and then your head gonna be lying right with him. Right with justice.
That goes right back to your first story about the guy just pranking people with a knife. You know what I'm saying? You go up to you sniffing the wrong story. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get a plang plang. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, he found this video. He was like, yo, the video title. If he didn't die, video title could have been YouTuber pranks a knife thing, almost gets shot. That's what he would have done in this video. If he
would have.
And it would have survived gunshot.
I'm telling you, he would have thought what he thought about it because weird brain is thinking. It's not right there.
Yeah, it's all publicity.
Instead of I almost died, oh my god, the clickbait is gonna be amazing.
But it's still kind of dumb, bro. It's 2021. Why would you, in your wildest imagination, do a prank that is literally faking violence? It's just like there was one where it was 5 or 6 people, quote unquote, almost jump people. Like I saw that prank or whatever, where like 5 or 6 people, they act like they're gonna jump somebody, and then at the end they just like give them like gifts and stuff like that. They do like nice stuff, and it's like same situation. If somebody has a piece, 2 or 3 people are dying before you hear it's a prank, it's a prank, it's a prank. It's like blah 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 blah. It's a prank, it's a prank, it's a prank. It's like I wasn't thinking it's a prank, because if it happened for real, y'all want to be doing it's a prank. Nah, y'all be jumping me.
See, I'm gonna unload the clip and then I'm gonna whip out my knife and be like, "Oh my god, I didn't mean to kill all of you."
And it's like, y'all should have said it was a prank sooner. I'm a colored man in this country. My life is on threat 24/7. Someone stepped wrong to me, I'm immediately thinking you's about to mug me. What you talking about? They said, but shouldn't you be thinking of the best of people? Yeah. But doesn't that mean that the best of people don't? The best of people still have a limit they get pushed to. You know what I'm saying?
It's too risky in this day and age to trust people. Well, especially prank people like that and doing like prank not weird. They'd be weird. They'd be weird pranks nowadays. They'd be trying some weird. But at least the prank era is over for now. But I think TikTok probably going to continue to have different kind of pranks. Just like that prank to slap your teacher and record. I forgot that prank went viral for a while. If you were attacking the teacher. Yeah. Oh my lord. Yeah. West student got arrested and everything. He was 16-year-old black girl got arrested for slapping the hell out of her teacher.
I mean, yeah, I remember in Ed White, the teacher said that if she gets touched, that's a federal crime. I was like, what? I don't know if she was lying or not, but ain't no student ever try to fight her. Because I remember kids in Ed White, they would stage fights near teachers to swing on them. I overheard him talking about that. I was like, what? They're like, yeah, we don't like such and such. Always failing me. Let's fake a fight or whatever. And, we can fight for real, see who's top dog. But then, like, when the teachers come, swing on them. And it's like, what? And then I actually saw it happen with one of the male teachers or whatever, and, like, it hit the teacher, like, in the chest area or whatever. But I was like, what? You actually do that? Like, that was my first time being exposed to just like villainy. Like, yo, people are villains in real life for real. Villainy. I was like, what? Yo. Like, they're actually staging a fight next to the teacher just to swing on him. Like, wow. And it looks real. Like, they're actually fighting each other, and the teachers go, because teachers run in there head first and they try to immediately grab the student, but the teachers know that they could get swung on, and people, in 6th grade, they don't got no aim. They just like throwing like that and stuff like that. So they immediately
they just
clap, clap, hit the teachers.
Yo, let my wife be a teacher and I come over to that school, she got hit. Somebody getting hit, but not with hands. And not gonna be the child, gonna be the parent.
Yo, that's a fear. Like, think about that. What do you do in that predicament? Like, hey, you remember that 17-year-old, quarterback I was telling you about? He's like 6'2". He's 185 pounds, 5-star recruit. Yeah, he was fighting with his other guy and then like accidentally punched me in the chest. Like, it's been hurting me. And it's like, what? You saying a grown man hit you? No, that's a little kid.
Yeah, they be different. They be different. They be built different. You're right. No, even worse. Imagine your wife's a teacher, but she wasn't the wife who had sex with a student, and so all over the news.
I know you're gonna say that.
How would you feel? I want to know what y'all opinions are.
What you mean? That's a divorce right there.
That's it. That's all you doing in a divorce. Are you gonna announce to the public like, yo, I don't know why she cheated. My dick game was good. It wasnn't that. Or are you gonna put that out there like a 444 note, just to let everybody know? Or
nah, I'm gonna be like, thank goodness she cheated on me, because now she has no access to any of my assets. Who's gonna be wife number 2?
Good.
Come on now, I'm a businessman, all professional out here, boy. I'm protecting my assets. Like, thank you for cheating. That's a get out of the jail free card. I knew there was something about you. You chill, little. I like little boys. Let me give them gifts every so often. Hey, that. No, that the kids don't get paid. We don't get paid enough as teachers. I gotta donate some more. Like, no, they give you just enough to make ends meet. It's like, you don't know what you're talking about. Girl, I went to Ed White. Teacher would walk out of class to go to their part-time job. What are you talking about?
What?
Hey, I gotta pay a ticket at City Hall. Y'all be fine for another hour and a half, right? It's like, I mean, what else are we gonna do? Just sit here and watch parents?
Yes.
Like, what else you want us to do? Like, we can't walk out or else we'll get suspended for a week. It's all right, cool. If any teacher comes in, just let them know I went to the bathroom or something. If the principal comes in, just tell them that an emergency came up. Like, bruh, imagine if you had that kind of wife, a wife that is super irresponsible, no accountability, and you can't tell her that what she's doing is wrong. Like, hey, they hired you to teach children, not to be driving across town.
Nigga, you obviously wouldn't wife her if you don't like that.
I mean, you don't learn that in the beginning of the relationship. I mean, I would hope. Like, it's like, hey, man, guys, what do you think? Like, she's like skipping out on everything. Like, she doesn't even, clock in correctly. She's stealing time. Like, she's only at school for 5 hours and she's supposed to be there for 8 hours. Calling out sick. Like, she ain't got no more sick time. If you discover all that and you still decide to put a ring on, I hope you don't be like, guys, I'm so shocked. She got fired. What'd she get fired for? Like, yo, she gave top to a student. Like, what? Like, I did not see that one coming, sir.
Apparently, it's less common than we thought.
What?
Check with students from women.
Like, I mean, if it was a reverse, there'd be a lot of dads like with guns going up to the school. But it's like, oh, my little princess with a 35-year-old man? Not today, Satan. Because I was gonna say,
what if it was reversed
with the gun thing? With the gun thing, a lot of gun owners, they're Christian, Republican state, gun bearing. Their little princess gets some, something happens with a male teacher. They're going to school having a they're gonna have a manly conversation. And if they can't physically have the upper hand, they're gonna bring that pack a punch. You know what I'm saying? But it's Call of Duty reference, guys. Call of Duty. They're gonna bring that pack a punch. You know what I'm saying? Upgrade them fists, and they're gonna start throwing them hammers that go at like 1,000 feet per second and pierce through. And they be practicing in the gun range.
It probably happens a lot more with this girls. I mean, the guys and the female teachers. It's just probably way less reported. Like the ones that are getting out are happening in ways like parents are catching their phone message or something. Otherwise, the boys ain't gonna be reporting that.
No, I think there was a lot of them that were reported by the guys. Like when the relationship started to sour, or somebody got jealous, or like the guy tried to blackmail, like, yo, you better give me A's.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, I gotta treat you fairly. Like, girl, you don't treat me fairly already. You topping me right now. Why you think I'm letting you do this when I got a girl my age? It's like, what? You don't love me no more? It's like, what did love have to do with it? You topping me and you my teacher. Was love ever on my mind? It's like, but I thought you were different than everybody else. Guy who's half my age and doesn't understand why his boner doesn't go down.
What the?
But
he doesn't understand stocks. Bitch, you're his math teacher. He don't understand shit.
He don't understand taxes. He don't understand a budget. And you expect for him to be
understand what that amount do.
Oh my Lord. Yes, he does.
It teach. it teaches, of course.
Both ways. Both ways. But, that's just the crazy world that we live in, where teachers do stuff like that. They also, some teachers instigate fights. You know what I'm saying? Back at White, gym teacher used to instigate the mug. You know what I'm saying? That guy used to, I don't know if he was a gangbanger, but he used to be like, hey, you gonna let him pump you like that, man? You gonna let him pump? Yeah, I'll give y'all 45 seconds to brawl this out before I gotta bring y'all in. Y'all not gonna fight no more? Oh, so now that I'm letting you fight, you're not gonna fight no more. Bro, I used to die laughing, but only in the corner, because I ain't gonna laugh in front of their faces. I used to die laughing in the corner, like, dang, like, because the moment that happened, like, everybody that was involved in it would punk out. Like, well, hold on, man, he's actually gonna let me fight? Because, like, as kids, you would escalate a fight because nobody wanted to back out. But when you're in the spot, that's when, things are tested. And most often than not, they wouldn't. They would be like, nah, it's fine. It's cool. Ain't no problem. You know what I'm saying? But then they would duke it out afterwards.
It's not that big.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Because then they couldn't come to class or they couldn't go to gym or whatever. But, some people, like, when that anger hit, especially like when we were in football, when we played football, and this was when two-hand touch wasn't a thing. like, I know it's a thing now, but in Ed White, two-hand football was not a thing. You tackled dudes. And sometimes, you know, you got tackled incorrectly and, you know, immediately you get heated. Like, yo, that thing hurt, man. Yo, shut up, man. You got tackled. What did you say? And he'd be like, hey, y'all gonna fight? Or y'all just gonna talk? And if they was heated enough, man, they would swing. And then the dope thing, though, is that if it happened during, like, football, he would not, like, report him. He would just say, like, you know, they were just scuffling, you know, it was just a hard tackle or whatever. I'd be like, yo, this dude is a G. You letting them fight on the football field. Like, wow. Because, you know, tackle is tackle. I don't know if y'all played tackle football versus just two-hand touch, but without pads, tackle hurt. It's like playing rugby.
No.
Oh, you never
I had a Nate advantage, so no one will play with me. I was big during high school, middle school. I was huge. So I don't want to get crushed. And then probably if I fought with tackle, me trying to chase somebody down, wouldn't have been able to do it. But if somebody was trying to get past me, I would have been able to grab and throw around. So it wasn't advantageous. So we only played wrap up.
Nah, I played when I played tackle, it felt like I Shield 21. Like, especially without pads, like the first time in I Shield 21, where that guy just grabbed the main character. And he just grabbed, like, spear tackle. He just grabbed him with pads on, just threw him straight to the ground. This dude was like, my ribs are broken. Bro, the first time I got tackled, like, this dude lunged at me. Like, I was so used to playing two-hand touch and just, like, juking people. Like, I did not, like, it was, like, a completely different field. Like, oh, my goodness, I'm good against white people. Woohoo, this is going to be easy. Oh, my Lord. Man, I was so mistaken. I was like, oh, my goodness, these guys are just as fast, if not faster than me. And then the first time this dude lunged, I was like, yo, he's like 5 yards away. He ain't gonna catch, it was a football return, or whatever. Like, you know, you throw it off because they didn't kick or whatever. You threw it off and I caught it and I was trying to return it for a touchdown. And he like jumped like 5 yards away. I was like, yo, he jumped too far away. Like, he's just gonna fall on the ground. Yo, this dude like just kept rising in the air. And I was like, okay, should I like try to evade? By the time I was thinking about that, this dude already caught me on the waist and just like speared me, bro. Like, actually like speared me like how you see on WWE. Luckily, I did not drop the ball because, you know, mama ain't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? But still, this dude like lunged and hit me, knocked me out. I was like, woo, I ain't playing this no more. I was like, woo, I was like, wow, I don't understand why these people are so willingly like wanting to grab the ball and wanting to like run with it or like catch the ball and play. Cause what? Dude, that thing hurt so bad. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, yo, I don't see why people do this. You know, I can see it with pads, yes, but I don't see why people do this. Like, yo, you risking yourself for what? For bragging rights? Like, oh my Lord. Because that's all it was in the locker room. You just bragging like, hey, man, I tackled 5 of y'all. How y'all feeling? I was like, man, I got a 15-yard gain, though. That's all I can say. I got a 15-yard gain, man. I got a 15-yard gain. It's like, hey, but I tackled you, though. It was like, hey, you didn't stop me until I had 15 yards, bro. Like, that's how you keep repeating it and say, yo, it was worth it. It was definitely worth it. Till you wake up with like your rib cage is all messed up. It's like, man, I don't want to go to school, man. That tackle just took the wind out of me. But, you know, this is what happens when you go to like schools that don't have funding. You know, teachers let the kids do whatever they want. And parents don't actually care what happens because, like I said, you know, now parents are actually caring. They actually want to have a specific say as to the curriculum. And not just the white parents, but also other parents. They want to know, like, what is it that you are learning? You know, are you learning sex ed before you're supposed to? Like, imagine your kid comes home and tells you more about sex than what you were taught or what you know. Like, what?
Nah, what?
Like, you're 5 years old. You should be learning 1, 2, 3, not, you know, STD. Like, yo, it's the new future, though. I'm pretty sure that with the metaverse, it's going to be sped up. There's going to be so many things flying at you. You know, that's why I like to make sure that we talk about a lot of different topics. So that way, you know, if it's somebody that has never heard any one of these topics, now you know. And if you liked it, I want you to make sure to leave a comment, like, and subscribe, because we try to do our absolute best to bring you the best. You know what I'm saying? And with that said, do you guys have anything that you guys want to promote or push that you guys have?
I may start streaming. Yes, that's what it was. See, that's what it was. I'm gonna start streaming my poker games. I'll be playing probably like an hour a day every now and then. So just tune in. I'll post a link probably to one of our podcasts.
All right. Is it like a Fred RTG, Fred in Progress?
I'm a Fred RTG. Fred RTG. I'll post a link for y'all. Don't worry about it, guys. It'll be in the post op.
And where do you stream?
Stream on Twitch. On Twitch.
Nice. And that's all you got going for you?
That is correct, good sir.
All right. Just Freeman, what about you?
I have a lot of nothing.
You have a lot of nothing done, or you have a lot that is about to be done?
I have a lot that is about to be done. Nothing completed yet.
The tales of an artist searching for perfection, eh?
Man, shut your ass up.
And for those that don't know, you guys can check us out on NicoPengin.com, where we all have individual blog posts. You know, I mainly talk about self-improvement. Jess Freeman has a lot of amazing stories that really capture your imagination. And if you don't have an imagination, it is very, very hard to enter his world. And then we got Fred in Progress that details a story about how he is going through this rapid transformation from somebody that didn't believe in himself, as he mentioned earlier that he was a big chunky boy, to somebody now who is so freaking skinny that he injures himself so easily. Like, it is a drastic.
Why is your positives turn into negatives? What is I'm listening. Yeah. Why everything turned into a negative? Okay, great, wonderful.
If you want to know more about his journey of transformation, not only on a physical but also on a financial and emotional, also check out NicoPengin.com. With that said, I am Nico Pengin. Argue Bros, we out.
You've been listening to Argue Bros. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't forget to follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and leave us a review to let us know what you think. Keep listening and we'll catch up with you next week.